Hey friends, this is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half acre homestead. And today I was going to can the rutabagas and parsnips out of my garden. But the power is out. But it doesn't mean I can't prep the veg until the power comes back on. I don't know how well the light is, folks, but here is 2 buckets. One of parsnips and one of turnips. And here is an emergency bottle of water. But it's over a year old and it's well water. And I have another one in the pantry, so I don't mind using this to wash. Okay, let me do it this way. Being almost a senior citizen, I'm learning new ways of doing things. I'm giving these some water for a wash. Oh, please tell me that bucket isn't leaking. It is. Damn. That's a leaky bucket. That is a leaky bucket. All right. I guess they're all going to be in one pail. My coat needed washing anyway. We're just going to cover this with water. Leaving enough left in the jug in case I need to wash something else. Again, I apologize for the poor lighting. Howie has taken my big dish pan and we're going to take the last of this jug of water. Or at least some of the last of it. We may need some to wash after. I have a jug of water in the fridge, so I am okay for drinking water, and I have another one of these in the pantry. One of you lovely folks sent me the Starfrit Pump and Slice. And I'm going to be trying this, not on the turnips. I don't trust these kind of things on turnips, but I will be trying it with the parsnips. So let's have a look at this. Put your pieces. So that makes sense. Okay. All right. So we have the Starfrit Pump and Slice. Yay! The power's back on! Break a blade, the knot. I didn't get huge ones this year because I didn't really thin them out. But I did get some nice ones. Some are small. Now, people ask, do you use the turnip greens and peels for broth? No, they would make it too bitter. They would make it too bitter. But you can use the bits and peels from the parsnips, which I should be saving for my broth. So let's take one of these bags and use it for parsnip, now that I'm thinking about it. Thank you, God, for the bounty of my garden this year. I'm thinking I'm going to get another bag of apples as soon as these are done. I'm going to get another bag of apples and another bag of carrots. Pretty much just for dehydrating. Because apple slices, dehydrated apple slices, just, power flicked again. Let's hope it stays on long enough for me to make a cup of tea. I love dehydrated apples as a snack. I have decided that I'm going to try putting this through its paces with a piece of turnip. Whatever. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Yeah, I'm doing my turnips in this. And I like the fact that they've done everything they can to make it all one piece. Like I don't have another piece that I have to hold into place that you lose, and then you end up risking your fingers. And now that I've started using this for this job, I will continue to use this for this job until everything's done. Only because I want things all to be roughly the same size. Okay, but in future, this will be for slicing potatoes. Okay, there's my rutabagas, or turnips, and here's my parsnips. I've got 2 stock pots on so I can blanch them, and I'm going to be blanching them for about 2 minutes each. Like I will dump them in the boiling water, and then I will let them come back up to a boil, and then I will drain. These can at the same temperature and pressure as the parsnips, so I will be filling the canner with both. Alrighty. This is the smaller amount of the rutabagas, so these are going into this stock pot. And as soon as that comes back up to a boil, because they're sliced thin, they only need to blanch for like a minute. And the same with the parsnips. Okay, I'm going to strain these, put them in cold water, then I'm going to strain them and put them in cold water, and we'll get to canning. Okay, so here's our parsnips drained and rinsed in cold water. Here is our rutabagas. Now I'm doing these in pints, folks. I have a lot of pint jars, and you can mix and match with different vegetables when you have them in pints. There's our lid, our rings, our lids, washed and rinsed and in hot water. Pickling salt. Why do I use pickling salt? Because there's no additives, folks. Our canner has the recommended amount of 3 inches of water and a shot of vinegar. With a shot of vinegar to keep my jars from clouding. And here's our hot water in the old camp kettle. Our always. As always, we are in tight quarters here. So, I'm going to fill my jar. Oh, wait, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to salt all of these first. I'm only going to put a half a teaspoon in. Or a quarter teaspoon? Yeah, a quarter teaspoon into each jar. Put all my jars with a quarter teaspoon of salt. I'm going to fill my jars almost halfway, because we know that helps to debubble, right? And we're going to fill these up to 1 inch from the top. Always debubble. Top that up a little bit. Always wipe your rims with a clean damp paper towel. Put a clean hot lid on there. And lid on, fingertip tight, and into the canner that goes. Now, parsnips and rutabagas can for the same amount of time. So it's absolutely okay to can them in the same canner. Okay, I have 2, 4, 6, 8 pints of parsnips in the top, and 7 pints, I think, of rutabaga, and a pint of parsnips, and a half a pint of whatever in the bottom. I got a full canner here. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our lid on, and as soon as this spouts a steady stream of steam, we will set the timer, and we will vent the canner for 10 minutes. Please do not skip this step. If you do not properly vent the canner, you will not get proper pressure inside the canner. So we'll be back when that's hissing. Okay, our canner is now venting a steady stream of steam. So I'm going to vent this canner, set my timer for 10 minutes. Our timer has gone off and our canner has vented for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to put my 10-pound weight on, and as soon as I get this first vigorous jiggle, I'm going to turn my canner down a bit, and I'm going to can these pints for 30 minutes. It's 30 minutes for pints, 35 minutes for quarts. Okay, I've had my first vigorous jiggle, and I'm going to set my timer now for 30 minutes for pints. Parsnips and rutabagas can at the same time. Okay folks, the timer has gone off. These have been processing for 30 minutes, so we're going to shut the canner off. And we're going to let this cool down now. Oh, hush you. We're going to let this cool down naturally. Folks, do not rapid cool this. Do not try and take that, don't jiggle the weight, don't take it off, don't do anything. You just let this cool down until you can comfortably put your hands on the sides of the canner for the count of 5 Mississippi. Okay? Then it's safe to open, and always open it away from you. All right? But let it cool down. And there it is from my garden. We have 3, 6, 9, we have 10 jars of parsnips and 6.5 pints of rutabagas. This is the Mrs. Wolfie from our half-acre homestead saying, every little bit counts. That's good bounty from my garden. Stock in the pantry. Yes. Take care, God bless. And remember, folks, if you're not using 4Jars canning lids, you're missing out. Heavier than any other single-use lids on the market, they are a U.S. company, and these lids are of superior quality. The only lids I will use. Check the description box below this video for the link, and use the coupon code HALFACRE for 10% off. Orders over $50, ship free within the USA. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. They make the perfect gift for the home canner in your life. 4Jars lids. You can't go wrong.